Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for our level 52 White Mage quest. Today, our minion roulette is giving us some mini-mole. Hello there. Alright Ashiva, what do you got for us today? Ashiva has uncovered a clue for your quest to purge the taint. We've got some major stuff coming in right now. Oh goodness, White Mage is about to be a completely different job. You've come at a good time, Satora. I believe I have found a clue in my grandfather's records. There's a passage which tells of the time when the taint reached the forest via a subterranean water vein. Master Atoa traced it back to its source at Abalathia's spine, and there he purged the corruption. Lest you wonder, it is the mention of the water vein that interests me. Allow me to explain. Though the danger to the Twelveswood has become so dire as to elicit emphatic warnings from the Great One, none of the Podgels or hearers were aware of it. If we then consider the Great One's warning that the taint shall flood the forest, I am inclined to conclude that befouled ether is being conveyed via water veins. Years have passed since Master Atoa purged the taint. A new source of corruption may well have manifested in the intervening time. First, I suggest we take our investigation to the central highlands of Kurthis, which form the southern edge of Abalathia's spine. Pray meet me at Camp Dragonhead. Alright, before we go, we should probably switch into our warm clothes since heading up to Kurthis. Alright, let's go investigate this taint, coming via the water veins, huh? They've poisoned the water supply, let's just hope we can solve it in time. There you are, Ashiva. Everything is frozen over. I had read about the snow-swept mountains of Kurthis, but no amount of reading can substitute for seeing. I have a confession to make. This is my very first time setting foot outside the Twelveswood. The experience is proving to be at once fascinating and frightening, but I digress. While I awaited your arrival, I spoke with some of the knights about water veins. They say that one passes beneath the area just south of here. The area happens to be thick with fiends, and these fiends happen to have grown unnaturally aggressive of late. I would wager that the taint is to blame for this change. A short while ago, a band of knights departed for the area in question on a mission to cull the unruly creatures. Shall we go and join them? Okay. It's possible that they've been aggravated by the taint. It would make sense to me at least. And is a potential lead. Alright, hello there, Ashiva. We ready to go? My suspicions were correct. The taint has driven the fiends into a frenzy. Let us aid the knights and see to the cleansing. Okay, we've got stagnant water sprites. That's definitely concerning, and also a hint that we're on the right track, I think. Alright, time to flashbang the enemies. Take care of these crocs. I should probably be healing Shiva. Okay, let's try and get heals all around for everybody. I also should probably get rid of my heavy that I got. Curses! Fiends are being drawn to the taint. Alright, so focus on the water sprite first. Got it. Making sure everybody stays alive. Okay, the knights are looking fine. Oh god, we've got goobers! Is there no end to them? Alright, working on it. The sprite, we must take it down first. Strike it down first. Almost got it. Okay. Drop a Cure 3 on you. We're almost done. Now that there's no more sprite, we shouldn't be getting any more enemies coming our way. Okay, Croc's down. Get rid of the Gooboo. And let's wrap this up. Whew! Alright, Ashiva, good work! There it is, Satora, the taint. I trust you know what to do. Yeah, let me just go ahead and purify that real quick. This energy, soothing and pure, 'tis precisely as my grandfather wrote. And your soul crystal, I believe it has taken on a new radiance. In all likelihood, the spirit of Master Atoa within has bestowed upon you greater power. I wonder, could it be that the act of purifying serves to empower the White Mage? If this is true, it makes Apogil's refusal to leave the forest even more incomprehensible. How long will they allow their laws to dictate their actions to the detriment of reason? At any rate, there is not more to do here. Let us return to Camp Dragonhead. Oh, I'm very excited to go over these changes because White Mage is about to become a completely different job. Oh, it's so good. I do kind of wish that they would actually move this change back to level 50 because it feels so weird to just put it at the start of Heavensward like this when it's something that would, White Mage would really benefit from having at level 50 in A Realm Reborn. Let us review what we've learned. As we had suspected, the taint is being born along subterranean water veins. According to my grandfather's records, the headwater of the vein we just visited is situated further to the west. Unfortunately, it lies beyond the Holy See of Ishgard. As foreigners, we will require special permission to pass through the city. I shall contact Stilglade Fane and request to have the Elder Seedseer issue us with the necessary papers. Of course, were one of the Seedseers here, we would not have to go through all this hassle. I shall survey the lay of the land in order to ascertain our next destination. Meanwhile, I suggest you take the time to accustom yourself to your newfound power. I shall be here when you are ready to resume our mission. Sounds good. We get 2 abilities! We get a hell of a lot more than 2 abilities. We get Asylum and we get Secret of the Lily. Give it just a moment and we'll explain it. Alright, Asylum. I'm moving it up. Do I want to put it there? I don't want to handle this. Asylum. What exactly is Asylum? I need to be reminded. Envelops a designated area in a veil of succor, granting healing over time to self and any party members who enters. 24 seconds of 100 cure potency, so that's 800 cure potency total? I want to say? Yeah, about 800 cure potency total to anyone who's standing in it. As long as they're in it the whole time. Very, very nice. That is a lot of additional healing. Very good. I'm glad that White Mage has this. Far more importantly, we have a job gauge now. Let me go ahead and get that into position. And we're going to switch it to simple mode, unfortunately, because it makes things a lot easier on me to have everything in simple mode. Alright, I want to line this up pixel perfect because I am exactly that weird. And I should move that focus target bar. Why is it doing there? You know what? I'll hold off before moving it. It's fine for now. Alright, healing gauge. The healing gauge displays the current number of lilies a White Mage has accumulated. Lilies are accumulated as time passes while engaged in combat. Lilies are consumed by using the actions Afflatus Solus and Afflatus Rapture, acquired at level 76. We have a healing gauge that can be used for 2 different abilities. Alright, well, let's set those abilities onto our hotbar. Where the heck is Afflatus Solus? There you are. I'm going to put it there for now. Actually, let's put it, there, I guess? Yeah, let's put it there for now. Alright. Afflatus Solus restores target's HP. Instant cast with a recast of 2.47, so it's on the GCD timer. With a cure potency of 700 and costs 1 lily. Lilies are what we accumulate on our healing gauge. How does our healing gauge actually fill up? Let's check out our traits. Secret of the Lily adds a lily to your healing gauge for every 20 seconds you are engaged in combat, up to a maximum of 3. So effectively how this works. Let's go and find an actual striking dummy so we can show this off properly. Are we gonna need to head to Falcon's Nest for this? We might want to do that. Yeah, I'm not seeing any striking dummies. Let's go to Falcon's Nest. So we can show off exactly how this works. So, as a white mage now, when we are in combat, our healing gauge is slowly going to fill up. And every 20 seconds, we will get 1 lily in our gauge, represented in the symbol gauge by those diamonds. And you can see it filling up over time in the bar. So, we're going to wait until that gauge fills up, and we're going to get ourselves 1 lily. Once we have a lily available, we can target a party member and use a Flate of Solace to spend that lily for 700 potency worth of healing. That is very powerful. It is instant cast. It is 700 potency. Let's compare that to our other heals. Cure is 450 potency, so it's objectively better than Cure. Cure 2, 700 potency. It is equivalent to a free Cure 2. No MP cost, just once every 20 seconds. We can have up to 3, so try to be using your lilies for healing, so you're not wasting your lily gauge, your healing gauge. You should be using a Flate of Solace as your primary source of single target healing. And especially you should be replacing Cure 2 whenever you need to heal. You know what? Let's swap things around. I want to put a Flate of Solace where Cure 2 is, same relative spot. And Medica 2 where Regen is, same relative spot. That makes more sense to my brain. So, same power as Cure 2, but costs no MP, instant cast, and you can use up to 3 a minute. Compared to Regen, I don't really need to compare it to Regen. It's not competing with Regen. They are complementary. Cure 3 is a 550 potency heal on target and people nearby the target. So, AoE heal, it's not really competing with Cure 3, that's fair. Similar with Medica and Medica 2, it's not really competing with those, since those are AoE heals, and Medica 2 also has a regen effect on it. Medica 2 is more competing with regen. But yeah, we have a Flate of Solace now, which is just a huge, huge boon. Being able to heal up our party members for free every 20 seconds. A whole free Cure 2 every 20 seconds. That is ridiculously powerful. White Mage just got a lot stronger. A lot stronger. Oh my goodness. At level 50, White Mage has a lot of issues with not having enough MP for doing its job. For keeping people healed up, especially in higher end duties. Especially if you're doing what my raid group is doing with mine runs of high end duties. White Mage has MP problems. It tends to run out of MP pretty quickly. Which, thankfully, in a lot of that high end content, they're paired with a second healer who's typically going to be a barrier healer, since you usually want a pure healer and a barrier healer paired together. So that can help mitigate the issues, but White Mage definitely has a big MP issue at level 50. This fixes that entirely. I wish, even if it was a weaker version of it, I wish they would bring lilies back to a Realm Reborn at level 50. Just give it to us 2 levels earlier at level 50. White Mage would be immediately a much, much easier to use job. Which isn't necessarily always the goal. You do want a little bit of friction because that's what provides challenge. But White Mage is unusually really weak compared to other healers just because of its MP management issues. Just even a weaker lilies, a Cure 1 powered lilies at level 50 would be so nice for fixing that one unusual and rather unique weakness that White Mage has. Alright, I'm so happy we have lilies finally. This is fantastic. So with that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, I think it's time for our level 52 Scholar Quest. I will see everyone next time for that.